And we are live. Yep. What's up, YouTube? So, today's topic, I'm going to talk about using social media and the internet to your advantage. I'm also going to talk about how the money system limits the average person when it comes to this world. I'm not saying the world is limited or this human experience, but I am saying how the money system keeps us limited, right? So, let's get to it. So, first, I'm gonna talk about how to use social media and the internet to your advantage. Now, first, you have to really think and observe to yourself. You have to really like tell yourself that imagine we were living life back then, like before the 2000s. Like, imagine we were living life like thousands of years ago, right? People back then, they didn't have access to smartphones or technology like we do, right? But now, since we have access to technology and all and social media and all that, I feel like it is a perfect opportunity for us to learn things that this system failed to teach us, like school. Like, for example, school, they didn't teach us how to build wealth and to invest and to like know how credit works and how to manage your finances, or other examples like school never taught us how to like build a house. They don't teach us how to like create electricity or how electricity works so you can make your own Wi-Fi system, or how to even fix a damaged phone, or to even fix a phone, or to like fix a car that needs maintenance, right? Or schools don't teach us how to do like let's say again, just building stuff and creating stuff. With Fortunately, with the internet, it teaches us how to create things. You see people are offering courses on how to like fix damaged phones and how to fix phones and how to even make phones. And people like younger than me, they're like 18, 19, or 20s. They have their own businesses. They have their own phone business where like they fix damaged phones, and like they make a lot of money from that and they become very well known. They even have their own business on their Instagram page, all these social media pages. So you can learn how to fix phones. And you can also, like I said, you can learn how to build houses, or better yet, you can learn how to fix a car. Like, for example, like me, like I didn't know how to, like when I first got my car, like like no one taught me how to put gas in my car. No one taught me how to like even put an air pump in my tires if I have a low tire pump, right? I learned all that shit through the internet. Do you know how powerful that is? That's extremely powerful. If it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't know how to put gas in a car. I wouldn't even know how to air pump my tires that's low on pump. You know what I'm saying? Or that has low pressure. You know, I learned all that shit through the internet. You can learn how to cut hair through the internet. You can learn about the stock market. You can learn about how to invest, how to save money. You can learn how to even read books through the internet. You can learn a lot of stuff. You can learn communication skills. You can learn proper health. Like people are talking about the importance of fasting and yoga and stretching like that. You can learn how to do different types of workouts. You can learn how to eat healthy. There's so much things you can learn to where like you can use it to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? So for example, let's say for example, right? You have free Wi-Fi, right? Why not use it to your advantage to learn new things? Like learn how to like the power of the internet, like it teaches you how to network. You can meet like-minded people. You can meet like it's so easy for you to build business connections with social media, with the internet, right? If you people were to utilize Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, like in a business type of way, they could build a lot of connections and they can meet people like that could really help them up, set them up for success. So for example, like this should happens on Twitter a lot. So this is a minor example, but you see on Twitter where like there's this like a group of people, right? I always see this shit every year. There'll be people where like they quote unquote lost their job, or like they're in need of finances and money, right? So they'll tell, and they have a large following too. So they'll tell people about their situation, how they either got robbed or they lost their house due to them not paying rent, or they're getting kicked out, or they have an emergency, or they need some type of trust fund or like a fund for them or like their family's in danger. So they put a link to their Cash App or to their PayPal, and they'll ask all their followers to send them money because they're in an emergency, and then their followers would spread the information, and then it's an ongoing domino effect, and these people are getting like thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying, simply by dishing out their Cash App link or their PayPal and asking them for help to help them get the money, you know what I'm saying? So that's how powerful social media is, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you have a large following within any type of social media, and then you ask like you just say you just make up a lie, or like, or maybe it really is happening, where like you're in an emergency, right? Just tell them about your situation, that you're in need of help, dish out your Cash App, like a PayPal, and then you're gonna have like over thousands of people sending you money, and now you have like what, 5, 10, $15,000 like on the spot. So I see this shit happen a lot on social media, you know. So that's actually really funny. But this is not that, this is a minor example, but just in general, because people back then, even though yes, there are better technology, better shit, and better resources that the Masons and the government, they do hide from us. But at the same time, at least we got something. At least we got smartphones. At least in America, at least most people got smartphones. We got a computer. So why not use that to your advantage, to not only learn shit, but to learn things to your advantage, right? Even though social media is in fact a double-edged sword. So the same way we're like, there's we have like, because we have access to everything, you just got to learn how to use it the right way. You know, if you're constantly watching like, I don't know, fucking porn, and just people, just the average teen or average person just shaking their ass or just doing stupid ass shit on social media, yeah, it's gonna brainwash you, it's gonna program your mind to do dumb shit like them, or to be dumber. You know what I'm saying? So try to delete all that shit, even though it's hard to avoid all that shit, because damn near the whole population is doing that shit. At least in America, they're all doing that shit. They're all making stupid ass videos, and they're all followers too. I notice, like, I always hear the same fucking music. People are doing the same fucking dances and the same shit. Like, if they're gonna do stupid shit like that, at least come up with something different. But they're all the same, because all followers, because they all want clout, they all want followers, they all want an audience, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And they're probably doing that shit so they could generate that shit, so they could build wealth or a reputation or be well known. I don't know, but it's just annoying. So even so, regardless, with social media access, you're gonna see some shit like that, but try to limit that the best way you can. You know what I'm saying? At times I struggle with this, but social media can be dangerous too, because like if you're just scrolling, you're just chilling, it's very addicting. So like you can waste a lot of time scrolling through that shit, especially since time is speeding up. I struggle with that a lot, especially with these like sexual websites. So just be careful with that. Try to delete all that shit, or try to like restrict yourself from seeing all that shit. Instead, replace it with like learning courses, like trades. Like you could learn so many trades in accessing the internet. Like bro, like me, like I was scrolling, I was messing around with the internet, and like I was looking on YouTube on how HVAC works. So like there's damn near like thousands of courses, free courses that are hour-long videos of how to become an HVAC technician, and also how to build, or how to become an electrician and a welding. So I'm learning all this shit on the spot for free. Back then, people had to pay money, and we still like people had to pay money for that shit. People don't even have access to do that shit. They didn't even know the proper steps to even do that. With access to the internet, you can learn all that shit for free. You know what I'm saying? Simply, and the average person works a job, so like, or they make money, so simply get like an ad blocker, have access to YouTube, get YouTube Premium, so you won't, so advertisements won't interrupt you, and you have access to abundance amounts of information that you can learn shit. Even if you're not gonna use it in the real world, it's just helpful to like learn about that. Like you can learn, like I said, you can learn how to fix your car. Like me, like I didn't know how to put gas in my car, I didn't know how to fix my car, I didn't know how to put tire pressure in my car, but with the help of YouTube and the internet, I learned how to do that. Now it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Same, like, bro, you can learn how to shoot a gun, you can learn how to shoot an M4, you can learn how to shoot a pistol, you can learn how to throw a grenade through the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? You can learn how to cook food. You can learn everything that comes up to your mind. You can learn that shit through YouTube. If you do your proper research, it's easy to find. You just got to do the work. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the blessings of the internet and social media. And if you mix that with reading books, I guess, I mean, let's be real. Most people, they don't like reading books as much. I don't like reading books, but why not you replace that with the internet? It's a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? Even though people may say you might have a short attention span, I don't know, but who knows? But yeah, but this is why I love social media. I love the internet, because you can actually use that shit to the best of your ability and to your advantage. With social media, you could use that shit to your business. So I seen people who has a YouTube channel, they're able to also spread their information, their content. So they're also making videos through TikToks, through Facebook, through Instagram, through even Twitter and shit like that, and Snapchat, you know? So, and you can also gain followers and recognition and popularity just like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you could share more of your content information, and you could gain more subscribers, and you can get paid for that eventually. and then you make a Patreon, or you make certain content that now you're charging people for money, you know? And that's how people become successful when it comes to the content making. You can learn how to edit and cut certain videos, edits through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So everything you can learn, the internet will give you, will grant you with doing that shit. People have their own businesses. They're making a lot of money because of the internet. People are quitting their jobs because of the internet. Now it gets complicated because, shout out to Chance one, it's just like he said, it's not like with the internet in terms of how to make money. It's about internal. So you got to get your internal right. You got to get your energy right. If your internal energy is not right, then you're not going to be successful when it comes to the internet. You're not going to make money. Your shit's not going to be booming. And I agree with him because it's a spiritual, energetic thing. This is why, like he said, just like what Chauncey once said. I lost my train of thought. Fuck, what was I gonna say? He said, damn it. He said, this is why, like, if it was easy, a lot of people would do it. Chauncey once said, like, if like, well, you see these people on these new age, they like to say like, oh, everyone can make money. There's a certain method or there's a certain scheme to do that. What Chauncey on, shout out to Chauncey on, he broke it down to like that's not possible because if that was the case, and you see everyone making millions, everyone having their own businesses, and everyone not having to work for these 9 to 5s, and they all have their businesses or making money through the internet. But it's not happening. Why is that? Because like just like what Chauncey once said, it's an energetic thing. He even said it was funny too. He even said like that's why you see the most dumbest person who talks about dumb shit on YouTube, but they're getting a large following and subscribers, and they're making money, versus you see the other person who drops a lot of information and knowledge, but they're not making as much money, or they're not even popping off like that compared to the other person. Why is that? Because like he said, it's the energy. The more energy you have, the more healed you are, the more like you're in alignment, the more you're able to generate a lot of wealth. But and like he said as well, he made a great point. Like he even said like that could be the case, but he also mentioned what also could be the case is that like it could be about your soul or your spirit's mission or the experiences they want. So you see certain people who make a lot of money, like he said, but maybe it's because it's their soul's mission or their soul's path to experience making a lot of wealth without them having to do shit or them promoting stupid ass shit, but able to generate that shit a lot easy because maybe it's part of their soul lesson or their spirit's lesson to learn what it's like to make a lot of money and for them to lose that shit or for them to self-sabotage that shit, or they might pay that in the next lifetime by them not utilizing that wealth to the best of their ability. Shout out to Chauncey one, and he made a great point when he said that. He made a great point. So it gets complicated. So this is why I say like don't take like personally, because life is just like honestly you just gotta listen to your intuition. You know, what may work for me may not work for you. What may work for you may not work for other person. So honestly you just gotta listen to your intuition, try new things, but don't like listen to what I say discourage you. Like just don't like you don't have to do what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying what I'm just saying what resonates with me. But whatever. I'm just all over the place. But basically, yes, the internet and social media, you can use that to your advantage. You can become more well known. You could spread information. You can help your content grow. You can learn a lot of things through the internet. You just gotta learn what to type. Like for example, like all the trades that are available that are popular, like I don't know, like plumbing, being an electrician, HVAC technician, building a house, a mechanic. You can learn all that shit through the internet, and I'm doing that currently. Doesn't mean I want to become those things. No, I don't. But it is useful to learn about those things. So maybe once in an emergency, you know at least you have the basic principles of knowing what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just that. It could be you can learn how to make money. You can learn how to generate a lot of wealth. You can simply learn about financial literacy through the internet, through YouTube. You know, that one makes it extremely special. You know, so the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, you know, so make sure try to use that to the best of your ability. You don't have to, but at least I'm talking about social media. You don't have to put yourself out there. Like, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Unless you have an idea. If you don't have an idea, then I guess I can see why it's not a good idea to use it. But I'm talking about when it comes to the internet. When it comes to learning things through the internet, yeah, that's important. Everyone needs to do that. You have to treat the internet like school. Like, it has to be a priority. You have to learn the shit so you know what you're doing. That way you can save money and you ain't got to pay money just to go to a bullshit ass trade school. You can learn math through the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? You can learn how to read. You can learn how to do shit with the internet. You can learn about the stock market. You can learn about investments. You can learn how to buy a house. You can learn how taxes work and how credit and finances work through the internet. You know what I'm saying? So that make you can learn how to start a business through the internet. You know, like all the things you don't know, all the things you're clueless about, you can learn that shit through the internet. You know, just type it down. And also, if you're not familiar with Chat GBT, download it. You ask Chat GBT questions, it'll answer it for you. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about how this how the money system limits you within this world. And I'm not saying the human experience is limited, but how the money system limits you. It could be limited, but let's get to it. So what I hate about this system, what I can't stand about it, is the fact that everything you want to do, it requires money. I'm not saying I have the answers to find solutions for the money system. What I'm saying is that everything's fucking controlled and everything's not fair. So for example, you can't just fucking go to the beach whenever you want. You can't just go to wherever area, or like you can't buy a certain house, you can't buy a certain car, you can't travel to certain parts of the world. You can't just do that without money. There's certain things you need in order for you to even have those things. So I've been thinking like people, they're not really living life, they're just surviving. And people may say, oh, I'm just overreacting. Well, not because like it's weird because like how we still have like homeless people in America, and we still have like third world countries and shit like that, but yet you have other people winning um a lottery and shit. I don't know. It's just like this system is all fucked up. And I uploaded a video. Like I talk about this shit. I have 2 videos uploading tonight. I don't know when it's gonna upload tonight, but I've already explained this shit. But it's just weird how like you can't really do anything without money. So it is frustrating because like I feel like most of these jobs, it kind of wastes people's time. I'm not talking about people who enjoy what they're doing. That's different. I'm talking about like maybe 50% of the collective that don't enjoy what they're doing. It kind of sucks for them that they're forced to do things they don't want to do because they're forced to survive, because they need money just so they can maintain a house, just so they can support their family, or just so like they could maintain a car. You know what I'm saying? So all that is just weird. Like that always frustrates me. It's just fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad how like people, they're forced to do things they don't want to do, and that creates a lot of misery. It creates a lot of irritation, annoyance, and frustration and anger towards the human mind, because we're so used to doing shit we don't want to do. And I understand it's part of being an adult or growing, like you have to do things you don't want to do, but that's a lot different comparing to being a slave and working just so you can survive. And not only that, but these masons, the government power, they have the power to dish out a lot of people. Damn, pretty much everyone. They have the power to, one, well, they can end they can end all these jobs and replace it with AI, because they're hiding a lot of advanced technology. They are. But I'm not talking about that. But they also have the opportunity to like increase the pay with all these workers to where like they don't have to work as much, or they don't have to struggle just for them to maintain a car and a house. Man, they could buy a better car, a better house, like they could support their families a lot more. The government power and the Masons, they have the power to do that, but they don't want to do that because they're corrupt, they're fucking evil, they're selfish, and they like I said, they're fucking evil. And they've been doing this shit for since humanity was fucking there, or for God knows how long. And just like what Chauncey once said, unfortunately, they're using certain alignments and certain regulations or rules of this realm, of this reality, of astrological influences for them to even get away with bullshit like that. So that's how they're able to do that shit without them getting karma, without them getting caught. Or maybe they are getting caught. It's people they just don't want to change, or they just don't want to expose that shit. You know what I'm saying? At least make YouTube videos about exposing the system. If everyone were to do that, dude, instead of people making dumb shit on TikTok, why can't they talk about shit that's wrong with the system or things they like to see change? One, people are followers. Two, they don't know what the fuck is going on. And you know what I'm saying? If people alone were just doing that shit, it will create a domino effect, especially on TikTok. Because I know like the Gen Z, are they Gen Z? I forgot. Like the new generation, they all love TikTok for some reason. Imagine damn near the whole, like most people on TikTok we're talking about like, imagine they're talking about spirituality, exposing world corruption, or things they like to see change. It's gonna create a domino effect, but you know, who knows if this is gonna happen or not. But then things would be a lot more different. But this is weird. And then we got like wars and battles going on in fucking Ukraine and Russia, you know what I'm saying? And then other countries in conflict because of the fucking corrupt Masons and shit like that. So it's fucked up how like it's crazy how they're getting away with that shit, you know? But this is why I said I blame this reality, I blame this realm, I blame the universe, or whoever created this shit. They're at fault here, because it's just the fact that, and John's one, he mentioned this too, just the fact that this realm, is reality, allows shit like this to happen, that's the fucking problem. That's the main fucking problem. This is why people in spiritual community, they call it hell, because it is hell, because shit like this even happens. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, but that's what I hate about this society though. It kind of sucks because like, why is it that like we got to pay so much money just to maintain a house and a car? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, cars need to be free. People have the right to fucking roam around. I understand they need a license. That needs, yeah, that's important. But I'm talking about like, why do people got to pay so much money just to maintain a fucking car? You know, it breaks down easily. You can't, like, you need to travel just to even go to work. Most of these they don't have enough public transportations and shit like that. So cars needs to be cheap. I understand it's a business and all that shit, so they can't do that. But it's just the whole money system. It's all fucked up. And like I said, I believe the corrupt government Masons, they do control they do have advanced technology and they do control the money system. So this is why everything is so fucked up and people are always stressed and they're in a constant rat race. It's hard to build up wealth. It's hard to save up finances because you gotta pay for a house, you gotta pay for a car, you gotta maintain all those things. You gotta pay your bills. If you have a family, you gotta take care of them. You gotta take care of yourself. So everything's all fucked up. And these jobs, you're not paying people enough money for them to even live comfortably. No, they're paying people just for them to be stressed out, and it's gonna result in them into not saving money, and for them not to invest money because they're getting underpaid, and that's going on worldwide. People want to say, "Oh, is the economy or is this the systems all messed up?" No, it's these Masons, it's the government. They're the ones that are in power. They're the ones that they're fucking everything up for people. They are. Because why the fuck would they invent money and they can't even manage that shit? No, they're doing that shit on purpose. And then you got, like, this shit's so evil, bro. Like, at times, like, what the fuck is actually going on? Like, what the fuck is actually going on? And then you got, like, spiritual warfare and demonic entities. Like, so what the actual fuck is going on? I understand this. People may say it's spiritual warfare here and there. Yeah, but seriously, but this shit's been going on for a long ass time. So, like I said, what the fuck is actually going on? You know, we don't have access to our past lives. We can't enter different realms like that. If we do, then we actually know what the fuck is going on. But we don't. And you have, yes, you have some tarot readers, some spiritualists who have access to their spirit guides, or they get downloads. But that's not enough. You know, they need more information. They need to know what the fuck is going on. Why is shit happening? Who's ruling this shit? How long were they ruling this shit? And why is this shit taking place? Why is there corruption going on? Why is there people still struggling to get by? Why is there still wars and battles and people hoarding and withholding advanced technology and AI and resources for the collective? You know what I'm saying? Why is this shit continuously fucking happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd always be questioning this shit. Like, what the fuck's actually going on? You know, it's just fucking weird. Yes, we have all this information all over YouTube and social media, but like, what's the real fucking answers? Maybe they are the real answers, but we just don't have solutions to fix the fucking problem, you know? So, but still though, even though this shit's been going on for that long, that's still a fucking problem. I don't blame humanity. Yes, it is our fault to a certain extent, but I feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual corruption that we know nothing about. This is why people say this is hell. Yeah, it is hell, because it's just a fucking that's why people say it's a low fucking realm, because it is a low fucking realm. Because shit like this happens for that fucking long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm living life comfortably. I do work a 9 to 5. I have my own fucking car, but like, if I were to get fired or if I were to get kicked out or get medically discharged, and yeah, I don't have money. I don't have a fucking car. I'll be living in the fucking streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's how evil the system is. The system is so fucking evil that, like, if you were to get fired from your job, or if you don't have the ability to even generate paper, more than likely you're gonna live in the streets, or you're gonna have to live with, you know, it's just all fucked up. Like, you're in the mercy of the universe, not the universe, but you're in the mercy of the Masons world. So that's how fucking evil it is. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking evil. I don't get how, like, you have, oh, I do get it, but like, you see how these different countries are going to war with one another? Imagine these countries are deciding to attack the government and these Masons in power, and they'll annihilate them at such a fucking quick pace, at such a quick, like, time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them invading one another, going against one another, have all these militaries and attack the fucking government, attack the Masons. But that's not gonna happen because they control the military from all over the world, not just USA, but Russia and Europe and all this shit. Like, all these militaries all over the world, the government, the Masons, they control all that shit. So of course they're not gonna attack them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. So, and just the fact that I don't know all the answers to it, that's a fucking problem. Because, like, how are they so covert to even get away with shit like this? No one has the real answers. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm not paying attention, but it's hard for us to even pay attention, or people don't know that as much because they don't even have time to even learn about this shit, because these schools, they don't teach us about corrupt government or these Masonic bastards that are controlling us. Why? Because they control the school systems. So imagine living in a world where like everything is ruled by them. You know what I'm saying? And they do it covertly. They do this shit in a very covert, underhanded way. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fucking problem. But just like what Chauncey once said, the reason why they're able to get away with it is because they're using certain regulations and rules within this realm and this reality for them to even get away with that shit. And yes, it is the people's fault. Just like Chauncey once said, I agree. It is their fault as well. It's the collective's fault for even participating in this fucking system and voting. You know what I'm saying? Or not so many people are aware what the fuck is going on. And just like Chauncey once said, once they get their mindset right, once they're aware of what's going on, then they'll know what's going on. Oh, what? They banned what? They banned you? What the fuck? Oh, that's bullshit, man. God damn it. But yeah, but you see, you see where I'm getting at? Like, yeah, people like Chauncey Wan, like he talks about real ass shit, but they see, like, just the fact that, see, look, peep game, guys, like, you see how like his channels keep getting banned because, and he speaks the most real shit. Why do you think I always give him shout outs and mention his name? Because he speaks real shit. He knows how to break this shit down. So like, I don't know who's in control of this shit, but it's clear they're watching his shit because they know that he's on their shit. He knows he's onto them. You know what I'm saying? There are other channels, but I feel like Chauncey, he knows how to break this shit down to where like it's easy for us to understand. You know what I'm saying? So without a doubt, this world we're living in, it's just fucking weird. Are you serious though? Your channel's banned? God damn, it was a hate speech? No, that's bullshit, man. What the fuck? But yeah, see, so with Chauncey, like, he exposed the system, right? But yeah, you got other dumbass like TikTokers or YouTubers or just females just shaking their asses being half naked on TikTok, right? But they're not getting shadow banned. They're getting promoted. If anything, they got over 100,000 fucking subscribers, right? But they promote that shit. But you have people like Chauncey Wan who exposes this shit, and like he's making good points, trying to help the collective. But yet he gets shadow banned. That's not the first time he's getting shadow banned. He's getting shadow banned so many fucking times. Like, his fucking channel, his old channel's gotten deleted multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because I am worried that like I don't want them to delete his shit. You know, it's bullshit, man. So that's what I'm getting at. Like, see, like, people like who expose this shit, they're getting cut off. They're getting shadow banned. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with Chauncey, like, he has like a certain energy. Like, he even mentioned this too. Like, he has a certain energy to where the Masons, they don't like that shit, or they find it as a fucking threat. So they want to, turn this shit down, which is fucked up. But Chauncey, he's a powerful spirit. So either way, he's gonna get the message. Either way, he made a domino effect because he made me more aware, and other people as well, and other YouTubers, and his shit's being shared all over YouTube and Twitter. So either way, like, he's doing what he's doing. So they could shadow ban, they could block his shit, but either way, people are still getting information, so they got nothing on them. But it's just annoying though, man. It's just like this world. This world is so like this world's a hypocrite. This world is a fucking hypocrite. But yeah, I guess we got time speeding up, so that's gonna do something. I doubt it, but it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. But how is it the hate speech? That's bullshit, man. They keep, man. What the fuck, man? This is weird shit, man. But yeah, it's just weird because like these Masons or the government, I don't know who rules this shit, but they're just been doing this shit for like that long, and like people aren't questioning that shit. It's just fucked up how like people are forced to do things they don't want to do just for them just to get by. You know what I'm saying? Just for them just to get by. That creates a lot of misery within people, So the system, it needs changes, but it's just annoying because like it happens. I feel like this system may change, or people, they may get exposed to a certain extent, but I feel like it's gonna happen at such a slow rate, and that's a fucking problem, you know. But I mean, you got time speed, you know, that's doing something, but not really, you know. I don't know. But it's just fucking weird, man. But yeah, make sure you guys check out Chauncey one, man. This is some bullshit, man. I'm fucking pissed off about that. They, damn, that video was good. He said his last. So I shared that video too. Bro, I shared that shit, man. That video was good, man. He had it like he had a new comment too. Like someone commented on Chauncey One's last video on his last live. He said that like his last live needs to go viral, you know. And he commented like he commented that today. So I think he was a new subscriber. He said his shit needs to get viral. And yeah, and that's what I'm saying. This shit needs to get viral. Like he knows how to break this shit down, not only spiritually but like physically, like the societal standpoint. Like he knows how to break all this shit down, you know. But ironically, his channel gets attacked a lot, so that in itself tells you that like he's speaking real shit, and they know he's a fucking threat, you know. But yeah, it's just weird. This reality is extremely fucking weird. We got spiritual warfare taking place. We got like money corruption, third world countries, these wars and battles. There's so much manipulation going on. Even with the health industry, just everything is just so fucking like manipulated and controlled. You know what I'm saying? So it is important for like more people to spread information, to at least have their own channel, to make videos voicing their opinions on what's wrong with the system. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up how like people who are trying to do the best they can to survive at any given moment, that makes sense. The government, they can shut that shit down, and or they get, let's say they get laid off, and then what? How are they supposed to take care of themselves? You know what I'm saying? So everything is all fucked up, man. It's just fucking weird. But I don't get how were they even to get away with this shit for so long? Like how? You know? I guess it's according to regulations of this reality where like they know what they're doing, but it's just fucked up. But make sure you guys check out Chauncey One, man. I hope his channel is not taken down, but make sure you check him out. He speaks real shit. Well, go watch his lives. He knows how to break shit down. But that's all I got to say. And have a good one, guys, and take care. And just don't let the system discourage you. You know, fuck this system. You know, just do what you got to do. I know, unfortunately, at least in this timeline, I've noticed like we have to do things we don't want to do. That's such a fucking inconvenience just for us to move ahead or to get ahead. But unfortunately we have to do that. But just follow your heart, just do what you love, you know, and don't let this system hold you back from your potential. Don't let this system define you too, because there's so much programming. And just like what Chauncey once said, there's a lot of programming within the system. So like, you know, it's just bullshit. Like this is why like this system, it forces you to be insecure, to have low self-esteem. Because the system, it forces you to compare you to one another, you know, like the system, it makes people go against with one another by what they have and shit like that. And no, it shouldn't be like that. It's not like that, you know. So make sure you guys check out his channel. But like I said, don't let this system define you, because this human experience doesn't define shit. You could lose an arm or leg, you know, but no one defines your spirit, you know. And just the fact that you can't, just the fact that the human body is fragile like that, it tells you that like this shit, like this human body doesn't define you. It doesn't. The system doesn't define you, you know. And just fight back against the system. Fight for what you believe in. Don't let this system like discourage you. Don't feel like you're alone, because if you feel like man, like how come people don't see this, or like why is everything so fucking like restricted and evil? Do people not see this? Just know that you're not alone. There's a lot of like shit that needs answers, and there's a lot of confusion that's going on, you know. And there's things that need to come to the light. This shit needs to come to the light. And the more you actually like, the more like with this world, like I noticed, the more common sense you have, the more like frustrated you're gonna get, because everything's just fucking like retarded, you know. Everything's stupid. The news, they don't teach us shit. School don't teach you shit. Like everything is bullshit, you know. The system, it wastes your time. Like what makes this timeline very dangerous is that like if you're not aware of what's going on, it can really fuck you up. Like the foods you're eating, the amount of time you're wasting with these jobs. And I'm not saying you don't have to work for these jobs. We all gotta do what we gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do, unfortunately. But like, just learn about yourself. Learn anything that makes you happy, and just follow your heart. But don't let the system discourage you. Fuck the system. Even though time is speeding up, so I don't know. We'll just see how time goes on. But thank God we have people that actually are exposing the system, man. Like, for real. Like, thank God. So again, shout out to Chauncey One and Mooney Mercury, baby, and other people. Make sure you check out the channel, man, because they all speak real shit. Like, all my information I learned from these two guys. So have a good one and take care. Peace.